Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Wednesday, June the 12th, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by WallStreetTrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how some of the indices are trading today and how some of the sectors are trading across the board. Here this afternoon, the Dow Jones is down 65.5. The CompQ is down 23. The Russell 2000 is down 6. The S&P 500 is down 7.5 points. We take a look at the VIX. The VIX is up 96 cents. If we take a look at the bonds are actually down 85 cents. It's kind of interesting that we are not seeing any money rushing into the bonds as the market's down today. As you guys know, usually when the market's down, the bonds are at least a little bit up. But as we've discussed from 3 weeks ago with them selling the bonds, we have been seeing that come across the headline, more often, and investors are starting to become a little more cautious about investing in some of these bonds as they're expecting rates to go up. And as you guys know, Finance 101, bonds go up, bonds go up, rates go down, bonds go down, rates go up. They have an inverse correlation. Now, taking a look at the market action we had here today, we did make a nice little recovery from the closing price of yesterday. However, today we opened up at a 16.36 half handle, and we sold all the way down to 16.14. So we sold off about 22 points or so from the opening price, that's pretty good if you're an active trader. You're looking for that volatility, so you could participate in some of these wide range moves that these stocks are giving us. At the same time, if you're somebody that's not that active out there, you're probably spinning in circles right now because the volatility for the past couple of weeks have been picking up, and again, we've been talking about that. So let's go ahead and break down the analysis we have so far for today's session. I'm going to zoom out on the 5-minute chart to show you guys actually how we set up here. We had this little pivot high, we had this pivot high, and this pivot high that allowed us to draw this key trend line, which we then took that key trend line and made a parallel trend line, and now that you look at it, it gave us a nice little upward sloping bearish channel. At the same time, we posted some levels out on our Facebook page. If you have not been to our Facebook page yet, go check it out. It's Wall Street Trading, but we talked about R1 being 1637, R2 being 1640, R3 being 1644. We had S1 at 1633, S2 at 1631, S2 at 1631, S3 at 1629. So you can see right on the open when we opened up at R1, we were not able to rally to R2, or we didn't even attempt to rally to R2, which is at 1640. They sold us right off at 1637, and we've been trending down since. They've been selling the rallies for the whole session today. You can see we sold off, we rallied up here, little bear flag, sold off, another little bear flag, sold off. So definitely a good trending day here. And now we may have a little bottom here, but 15-minute chart, you can see same thing here, some hardcore selling, bear flag, breakdown, another little consolidation, bear flag, breakdown, and now we're trying to get a bounce as we bounced off a decent level of some support, 1614, that comes from last Thursday's prices down there when we were trading in that little range overnight on the ES. Of course, some of you guys don't watch the ES. Some of you guys take a look at the SPY and the NASDAQ with the triple Qs and the IWM, so we'll take a look at that as well here. SPY opened up at 164.22. We highlighted the fact that it can't hold above, every time it breaks above the 164 level, has not been able to hold above that 164. You can see right when it broke the 164, the selling came in. And the same action, just like I just explained on the ES, bear flag galore, and they sold it off. If you take a look at the IWM, IWM didn't break through the previous day's lows. It's a 15-minute chart, by the way, still holding up. Keep an eye on this little downward trend line, and we could probably get a little pop back up to the previous day's close, and then we'll see if investors or traders try to come in and short that lower high. If that does happen, since we are in a downtrend today and we have some heavy selling pressure today. Like I highlighted in yesterday's After the Bell Market Summary video, again, which you can find on our YouTube channel, My Wall Street TV. They've been selling the rallies. The bonds aren't catching a bid. Levels aren't holding up. And we're starting to see a change in characteristics with them shorting the rallies and volatility picking up. So that's something to keep in mind. Now the triple Qs, they broke down below the previous day's lows. They're starting to rally up a little bit. We have to watch out for 72.44. Previous day's close around 72.69. If we break below today's lows, next level of support that you want to watch on the triple Qs happens to be down here around 71.52. All right, there's definitely some good action in some stocks out there. Just to highlight a couple of trades that we called out in the room this morning, some stocks that we were watching. Um, the main stock that we were watching this morning that we caught a nice move in was this. What was that trade that we caught next? What was it? FSLR FSLR. That's right. We're trying to look at my execution screen. So FSLR had a gap down from what was the news, Urban? What was the news? They're going to sell more shares, so they're doing a secondary. So that obviously we got released after hours yesterday. You can see here the stock sold off all the way from 52 to 46, bounced off the lows in the after hours session, continued in pre-market, and then going to the opening session, what brought it to our attention was the fact that it had a nice little bull flag right here, all right, off the move, off the gap down, so it had some gap fill action, all right, and it gave opportunity to get long the name around 50. We actually got long over the high, so we actually got long around 50, 54, and we were able to dish them out at 50, 87, and 50, 92. Some traders in the room were able to get some off around 50, 51, 14 or so, but even then it pulled back and went to a high of 51.40. So either way, it was a good call out, and we were able to make some cash flow there. HLF, this wasn't our main focus, but this did set up a nice little bull flag pattern. We did punch it in the chat room, so maybe some of the traders were able to take that. But HLF, nice clean pattern here. Bull flagged in the morning, and then it bull flagged again. And this was a second call that we had right here for the second bull flag, and that one gave you 46.13 all the way to 46.75. So that's another cash flow opportunity. And then we were dabbling in some of the steel stocks, which they try to break out, but they didn't hold up. You can take a look at X. X tried to break out, but it wasn't able to hold up. And then, that's CLF. CLF broke out, wasn't able to hold up at all. Started showing some support around 18. Did a little flash, triggered some longs, and they did a little shake and bake action, and they shook out everybody that was accumulating some longs in this little area right here. That's where we got stopped out. We had a tight stop, but we did catch this first initial move right there. Aside from that, same thing. X was showing some strength as well till it wasn't not able to hold its gains, and that's about it. In the afternoon session, keep an eye on HPQ. HPQ is one of the stronger names in the market, so we're watching that here on the desk, and looks like Microsoft is up 0.42% today, so another technology name you want to watch. All right, guys, have a great day. Make sure to check out the website, wallstreettrading.com, if you're interested in trading with our prop firm. Contact me, ccooper at wallstreettrading.com. We are enrolling traders into our active day trading course, which will be out sometime next week with some dates released for the training sessions. I'll keep you guys posted on that, and just contact me if you're interested. We already have a couple people signed up. Have a great day. Cheers.